Hi everyone, it's Miss Summerfeld and I'm here with Mr. Anderson, and we are making this video to tell you all about the CMS Travel Symphonic Band trip. It's our 4th year doing it. We're so excited to share with you some of the details to see if we can get you interested in joining us.
This slideshow is being recorded here for people who were not able to come to the meeting tonight, and so we're hoping that it gives you all the information you need. Obviously, you can email us with any questions that you have after checking this out.
So this trip wouldn't be possible without a number of people. Our Student Activities Director, Connie Ewing, is in charge of helping us with registration and just really doing a lot of the back work that puts this trip together. The 3 band directors that'll be facilitating the ensemble are myself, Mr. Anderson, and Mrs. Anderson. So this group is an optional activity. It's part of our co-curricular offerings at CMS, and it is very much performance oriented. We have 4 shows throughout the course of the ensemble, with rehearsals beginning in January. Those are going to be taking place just about every Monday and Thursday morning, January, February, and March, from 6:45 to 7:40 a.m. We are aware that this is a very big time commitment for students, so the woodwind and brass ensembles will be pausing throughout those 3 months, and pep band and jazz band will have reduced schedules in February so that students aren't overextending themselves. The big date for this trip is, of course, the trip, March 8th through 10th. Which is the second weekend of March. For that date, we meet Friday morning to drop off luggage, say goodbye, and then we leave Friday afternoon just after lunch. So we've got 2 big coach buses that drive us out to Madison. We get to stay in a hotel, have some wonderful dinners together, college tour, clinic with a guest conductor, performance at the Capitol. We're home by Sunday evening. We pack a lot of punch into the weekend, but it is super fun and we love it. So these are our big 4 performances that you do need to be available for to participate in the group. Monday, February 25th is a clinic/performance. New this year, we're going to combine with Prior Lake Middle School to do a little clinic together, perform for some other students to get some feedback, and just do a little clinic here at CMS. That's going to take place in the afternoon after school, starting at 2:30. Saturday, March 9th is our clinic and Capitol in the Madison Capitol building in Madison. And those are, of course, during the tour, March 8th through 10th. And Friday, March 15th, welcome home concert for all of the parents unable to make it to Madison for the concert. And Monday, March 18th, joint concert with the Bantastics, the 6th grade honor band, and the Eden Prairie High School Wind Ensemble. So on this trip, we'll be communicating with you and with your students using an app called Band. We'll send out more details for that later once we get closer to the trip, but we do stay in touch pretty constantly throughout that entire weekend. And during the season of Travel Symphonic Band, we use this app to give out a lot of reminders for rehearsals, etc.
All right, so our itinerary includes, this is going to go by quick. We get our luggage ready in the morning, we eat lunch, and then head out on these coach buses. We always have a really fun time getting to know our fun bus drivers. As you can see, there's video screens and Wi-Fi and places to plug in your devices. We will have homework hours, and we will have some activities to do, but mostly it's free time with your friends. We'll get there, we'll have a sit-down dinner together before we get ready for the Madison Symphony Orchestra. There actually is an hour beforehand. There's going to be a performance speaker that talks about the performance that we're about to see. It's going to be kind of discussed ahead of time, and we'll probably get to meet these 3 soloists: violin, clarinet, and tuba. It's going to be great for us as a band full of these band kids are going to really love seeing those artists play. Sorry. Then we'll get back to our hotel, and we do need to get a good night's sleep that first night at least. Get up in the morning, have a breakfast at the hotel, and head over to Madison, where we will work with a guest conductor and work on our pieces, get them finally polished up for the afternoon concert. And then we get a nice tour of the college, of the university. It's a beautiful campus. Their quad has been rated one of the top most beautiful campus areas in the country. I'm excited to be there. and we get a great tour of the campus, followed by a lunch that we'll be getting at their cafeteria. And then we'll perform at the Capitol building, one of the most amazing places, one of the most amazing buildings to play in. This is a picture of us playing last time in the Rotunda for the public. It's an awesome experience to play, not just for your parents, but for the general public who came there just to see you. The Kalahari is where we're headed to next, where we can do some swimming and surfing and water slides and all sorts of fun stuff. It happens to be America's largest indoor water park, and it features lots of cool things. This night, we don't have to sleep as much. Of course, we want to get some sleep, so we can hit the road and, mostly so we can be ready for breakfast and more swimming. And then we get back on the bus, head home in the afternoon, and be back by evening time. More details to follow on that. So there you have it. Those are some of the details. The price depends on the number of students that we get and some of the other variables that we're working on in terms of box lunches, etc. So they won't need much spending money. It sounds like it's going to turn out where they will only have to bring money for one lunch. And we should be good on cash. We don't need to bring too much unless they want to buy some souvenirs. But we'll be together and following the itinerary the whole time. There's really no downtime except for in their hotel room and on the bus. And it's a lot of fun. Great place to meet new friends. The registration process is that we're going to have students submit the registration form, and that includes a $20 student activity fee, and that happens by next week, November 5th. So that's kind of a quick turnaround. But once you submit that fee, that gives us a chance to see who's going to be in the band, and we'll make up the roster. There will be a chance for us to put the band together based on kind of a prioritization. There may be a waiting list, but we're probably going to try to give first priority to students who are already participating, already used to getting up in the morning, already used to practicing a little bit. And so that would be our kids from the woodwind, brass, and percussion ensembles. And then kind of second tier would be students from pep band and jazz band. And then finally we'll go through and work on the instrumentation of the ensemble and place those students. After that, we'll post the roster of who's going. Most likely everyone will be able to go. And then we'll begin fundraising and making payments on the Gateway website.
So this fundraiser is one that we've done in the past. We've had really great luck with this company. We really have enjoyed working with them. The company is Club's Choice, and it's a pretty basic food fundraiser, but they also have a number of other items as well. Their big sellers are frozen pizzas and everyone's favorite, cookie dough. It is fantastic. And then students are also able to kind of set up an online account where friends and family are able to order items on behalf of that student, and then your student also receives a profit from those items sold. So that fundraiser is going to start on November 8th, which is next week after we have put together our roster and released all of that information. You don't need to know much about the fundraiser now. A lot more details are going to follow, but one of the big things to remember is that money is collected up front, and this money is only going towards this trip. So we're not banking any money for future events. 100% of your profit from this fundraiser goes towards your cost of this Wisconsin trip. So here is a payment schedule for Gateway. Gateway Tours is the company that we use, and they have a pretty user-friendly online payment system. So once we release that tour roster, the first payment is due November 13th of $100, and that is non-refundable. After that, there are 3 more payments before the trip is paid in full, and that will all be made online, again, through the Gateway website. You will not be turning in any payments to Mr. Anderson or myself at any point during this trip other than the student activity registration fee.
We want to make sure that on this trip we use this as an opportunity to present a quality product in our performances, and but also to let the world know about Eden Prairie and the great school we have here. So we kind of want to make sure that students don't fall behind in classes. We're going to always be talking about staying ahead of the game on their schoolwork. On the bus, we'll have some homework hours, some quiet hours, which goes over really well because students don't want to get back home Sunday night and have to do their homework. So it's really good. The tour is designed to accommodate everybody in their academic progress, and we always are focusing on trying to get enough sleep and staying on top of things, because this is a lot. It's quite a bit of extra work and extra activity. So we constantly pretty much talk about unity, artistry, excellence, and legacy in everything that we do. So if somebody ever meets an Eden Prairie Band kid, out at Madison or, out and about, they're going to find a quality human being. So we try to teach some of those things alongside the trip. So we're really excited about the trip. Do you have anything else to add?
Just that we can't wait for you to join us in Wisconsin. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Awesome. So let us know if you have any other questions. I'm sure there will be some. So thanks for making it all the way through this. Have a good night.